Hey guys, it's Alex, and today I'm going to be showing you guys essentially how to make over $5,000 in 5 days if you desperately need cash. Now, of course, for those skeptical watching, no, you don't have to sell a course, you don't have to buy a program, you don't really have to do anything. You can take this information that I'm teaching you, package it up into an offer, and then sell it for $5,000 or 2 deals of $2,500. So this video is going to be straight to the point. It's going to be very direct, and it's not going to be any glorified shit, okay? So if you're looking for a fast and easy way, buy some program or anything, this is not the video for you. This is a real life solution that you can actually do to make $5,000 in 5 days. And I've done it multiple times before, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do it, so you can take my word for it. Okay, so that being said, how on earth are we able to charge somebody 25, and excuse me, let me jack this up to like 50 so you guys can actually read it. How on earth are we able to charge over $2,500 or just $5,000 for a single client? Preferably, you should be doing $5,000 if you just want to make this quick and easy so you don't have to take more sales calls. How are we able to charge $5,000? Now, if you're a high-ticket coach, you're a service provider, you're a course seller, or really just anything in the information space, you already know how to make $5,000. You just have to get a client, essentially. If you're a brand new or beginner, you have no idea how to do this or how this even works or how this is even possible, you can also stick along. But this video will pretty much be catered to both types of people. We are going to go ahead and start off with the beginners for most people that are watching this video. And if you do run a brand or a business or an info space product, you can still keep watching because there is a separate section of this video for you. So let's just get straight into it. Now, first of all, I don't really have to go too deep into the deliverables of what's going to be inside a $2,500 offer. The point being is that people will pay you an extraordinary amount of money, more than you even think that you're ever worth, if you have something that will solve a very deep and thick problem. Just imagine somebody had, let's see, I don't know if I can draw this. Let's just imagine that there is a knife directly in your neck and you are bleeding out at that exact second. Okay? There we go. Okay, here we go. Here's my amazing drawing of a person with a knife directly in his neck. I learned this from William Brown, so if anybody knows him, pretty similar concept to understand. If you were dripping out right now and a magic man came up to you and he had a briefcase with something that will literally take the knife out of your neck and pretty much put all the blood back in your body, and that essentially will save your life right then and there. Now, if you're bleeding out and you're pretty much on the verge of dying right then and there, and I know that this is a pretty vulgar explanation, making sure that we're still recording, of course, you're not going to care. If your life is flashing before your eyes, you're not going to be thinking to yourself, I wonder how much I should spend on this. I wonder how bad I need this. I wonder if this is going to benefit me. You're going to die right then and there. So if this guy magically had a solution, now, of course, this isn't a real thing where they can just snap a finger, but we're using this in a rhetorical kind of thing. So right here, this guy has a briefcase. It'll save your life, okay? So if he says $100, done, okay? If he says $1,000, done. If he says $5,000, done. Are you really going to sit there and think to yourself, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my wife. I need to just think about it. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough money, essentially. Of course not. Your life is worth more than $5,000, $10,000. And also, if you don't believe that your life is worth $10,000, you seriously need to reevaluate yourself. Even you can think of the simple expression, if somebody were to offer you $10 million and you have that money, but they said you cannot wake up tomorrow. Like, you get to spend all the money today, you're dying tomorrow. And that's it. Would you take that money? Of course not. So every single day is worth $10 million or even more, $100 million, $1 billion. It doesn't matter what you spend your money on. 99% of people watching this video are not going to take the money. So essentially, it doesn't matter how much something is. If you have a burning problem, such as you are dying right then and there, such as your business is failing, you're not getting enough leads in your business, your sales reps are not closing enough, or you simply cannot lose the weight and you really need to lose the weight within 30 days. You have a wedding coming up in 30 days. The more in pain somebody is with a problem, the quicker that the sale will happen, the easier the sale will happen, and the more that you can charge. So all I needed to do is simply pick one of these three categories. Again, if you do not have an offer or a business already: health, wealth, and relationships. Excuse my horrible formatting. But pretty much inside this niche, you need to go ahead and pick a micro category. Now, of course, health, very broad term. Wealth, very broad term. Relationship, very broad term. Whenever you think of health, you either think of losing weight or essentially fixing your mental health, your physical health, or really any problem that pretty much caters to your overall health. Without your body being in shape, if you're overweight, you're essentially going to die. It doesn't matter how much money you got. For wealth, it can be as far as investing or real estate or trading or starting an online business or making people more money. Like you understand the idea. And then relationships, very important, because if you're very well in shape, you have a lot of money, but if you really have nobody that cares about you, you got no friends, you got no wife or husband, or you have no family, of course, no matter how much you have of these things, this is going to ruin you. I personally would love to have my family making $20,000 a month rather than having no family at $40,000 a month. You understand, these are the three most important, painful problems that somebody can have. So the more they're in pain, the more you'll pay you. So second of all, what you need to do, you need to create what is called an offer. Now, before you even create an offer, you need to pretty much idolize and figure out exactly what your ICP is. Again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, ICP, Ideal Client Profile. And essentially what an ideal client profile is, it's pretty much just exactly who your ideal client is that you're going to serve and exactly what traits that they possess. What time do they wake up? How much money do they make? What do they do throughout their day-to-day life? What problems besides the problem that you're trying to solve them with do they have? So essentially you're trying to pinpoint exactly who you're going able to help. Again, the riches are in the niches. The more niche down that you can be, the more specialized that you are, the more that you can charge. Because the more that you can resonate with somebody, be pretty much exactly like them, or help your day one versus you being day 100, if you can help that person out, you're so similar to them, the more obviously you will make from them. So essentially you need to figure out exactly who this is. And I don't really need to go too deep in an example. You have to know your niche. You have to know exactly who you're trying to help. You can't tell people, I'm going to help you lose 30 pounds. There's some people that really are stuck at their job. They don't even have 10, 20, 30 minutes to spend. Or essentially, if you're trying to get somebody that is, busy, if you want to get them into the gym 1-2 hours a day, then spend their time cooking their meals or doing this, that knocks off a big portion, because there's so many 9-to-5 workers out there that have families, that have jobs. Like, in full seriousness, a lot of people are busy, so you can't target every single person on earth. You need to target somebody that has the time, that has the grit, and obviously has the money to afford, because you can't be helping out 16-year-olds with this. They can't afford $5,000. You need to essentially find, let's just say, for example, you're trying to help somebody lose weight. First of all, let's just say category-wise, 9-to-5 worker with 1 to 2 hours per day. If they have less than 1 to 2 hours per day, you can't really help them. You need them. You can even go more broad. If you're a male, you can just do 9-to-5 male workers. Now, of course, you can work with females, but that's going more broad. I would stick with males. And then from there, you need to simply put this into a framework. So I help 9-to-5 male workers lose 30 pounds within 30 days, or I would probably say 90 days. So you're going to tell exactly who you're going to help, what you're going to help them with, and how you're going to help them with 1 to 2 hours per day without dieting. So as simple as that, that is your essential statement that you'll put in your Instagram bio, your YouTube, and also whenever you're making your videos, of course, you're going to be telling exactly the specific ICP and exactly what you offer and how you will help them. That is simply it. Now, what you're going to need to do is just make content just like I'm making right now. This video that you're watching right now is essentially catered to people that urgently need money, ones that possess skills or knowledge or information or talent or something that they can package up into an offer and sell for $2,500 or $5,000. And then from there, all you need to do is literally market your content or market your offer online, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, And for anybody out there, do YouTube to start because it's the best platform in the world. But that being said, you just have to make very simple content. Now, again, like I mentioned, William Brown at the beginning of this video, let me give you a prime example. Don't know what the hell is on my For You page. If we go over to his channel,
hey guys,
you can pretty much from a very quick standpoint understand what he's talking about. You can understand who he's trying to teach. He's trying to tell you exactly the eye-opening thing. So right here, let me go ahead and find that video, the one that I actually watched a couple minutes ago. Where the hell is it? Popular. Okay, well, you understand the point of what I'm trying to say. Hold on, let me do this. YouTube, right here. Okay, how to make $466,000 with YouTube and a simple sales funnel. So here's showing you how, like, what you want. You want a bunch of money with YouTube with a simple sales funnel. A sales funnel is essentially for online marketers. So if you're a beginner, you don't know what that is, so you're not catered. This is catered towards people who already have info businesses, service-based businesses, and he's offering you a big chunk of money. Like, this is how much you do it with just YouTube, very simple YouTube videos. That video literally breaks down over 7,500 views, and I can guarantee he made well over 100 grand from one little tiny YouTube video. That's essentially an example of what type of content that you'll be posting. Best part is he's sitting right there holding a cup of goddamn coffee, talking about it. There's a link in the description down below. And that's really it. Now, if you're a complete beginner, obviously there's a little bit more research, but again, understand your mission statement, understand exactly who you help, find your ICP, then post content, and then go from there. Now, for the busy business owners out there, or even if you're not busy and you just have a problem, such as you're not getting enough leads, you're not getting enough sales calls, or you're not getting, here's the big one, it doesn't matter, by the way, how many leads or how many sales calls that you can get booked. If you're not getting qualified people, aka people who actually have a big problem, people who actually have the money to spend, people who actually see the value in what the hell you have to offer. If you don't have this, none of this is going to matter right here. So what you need to go ahead and do is simply start posting on social media platforms with a strategy. Now on Instagram, you can do as many reels as you want, but let's be real, you actually, in order to get traffic that is going to convert very well, let's be real, Instagram is a short form platform. There are going to be millions of people on there. A lot of them are children, a lot of them are teenagers, or a lot of them are essentially not serious people. So the amount of views that you have to get in order to find quality people is going to be a lot. And on top of that, short form is not long form, meaning short form, the views die very quickly. You're going to have to constantly be posting 1 to 3 reels per day. And that's just really exhausting, having to script out the videos, have an editing team, this and that, managing hundreds of DMs per day. You want just people that are inbound, warm leads that literally book a call with you, that are already pre-qualified, people that already understand your offer, and people that essentially will buy in before you even have to sell them on the phone. How do we do this with one simple funnel? And like I said, this is very similar to William Brown. If you haven't watched him on YouTube, I would suggest going so, but I'm kind of breaking it down in a more simple sense. So this is what I use. It is called the Social Selling System, SSS, if you want to call it. This is what I made up. If you guys know freelance brand scaling from Brez Scales, essentially he's just repackaging and renaming what an agency is. So for me, doing YouTube is a literal traffic source of getting every single one of these 3 things. You're going to be getting warm inbound leads that are qualified, that have the budget, most of all, that are important, because it doesn't matter how, of course, warm people up. It doesn't matter how good they understand the offer. If they don't have the money, like, bro, like, again, you can't make money. We're trying to make money out of this. So what I use is the social selling system. It is something that I made up, and it is essentially posting highly catered, highly specific YouTube content towards the people that you want to make money with. So for a prime example, I'll give you an example of what this is. So if you go over to YouTube, let's just go, actually, I'll quickly show you for a prime example. If we go over to YouTube and let's just say that somebody wants to get into TikTok Shop affiliate, that's already a niche. Like TikTok, it's a social media app. Billions of people use it per day. Let's go a little bit deeper. TikTok Shop. They have TikTok Shop sellers, TikTok Shop affiliates, but let's just go really deep. Let's type in TikTok Shop affiliate. 3 keywords and beyond is a very niche down niche. So if you search that up, you're going to go ahead and you're going to see some videos. And if you scroll down just a little bit farther, might take you some time, but you will find it. Keep on scrolling, keep on scrolling. So you're not going to find my video right then and there, which is even crazier. You would expect I would have to have hundreds of thousands of views to make a bunch of money. Let's just see TikTok Shop affiliate tutorial. So 4 keywords, that's even more specific. The riches are in the niches. The more niche down you can go, the more money you'll make. So here we go. TikTok Shop affiliate tutorial. If you scroll down a little bit, look at that. You can't even find my video. Okay, there it is. Here's one of my videos. So this isn't the one that made me a bunch of money. I actually posted this one only a month ago, only had 200 views. But then again, everybody kind of copied it after they saw my video blow up. So if you go over to the channel, you click on the channel, you go to videos, popular videos. So right here, my most viral video on the channel was a flagship video. And a flagship video is essentially part of the social selling system, which essentially is a main video on your channel. It's the one that people search. So you're getting traffic that's evergreen, consistently qualified, yada, yada, yada. It's very evergreen. It's very flatline. So you're never going to essentially have to run out of views. Keep posting every single day. This is your beacons or your flagship video. Nobody talks about this, how important this is, because this is essentially your VSL. If you're an online business, you know what a VSL is, video sales letter, whatever. It pretty much sells your offer in a 3 to 5 to 10 minute video right then and there. Now, funny enough, a flagship video is the equivalence of a VSL, but the best part is you don't have to be sending cold traffic or even warm traffic to your VSL. The YouTube video is literally a VSL on YouTube that other people that are already, it's on social media. That's one, so you can get views. But 2, people are searching for your video. So people already have the intent. They are already aware of what the hell you are talking about. And then boom, your video literally sells them on exactly what you do, how you do it. You're showing your expertise or maybe even a little bit of just simple information. And then from there at the end of your video, you can talk about your offer. So let's click on this. All right. Very simple video, no cuts, no edits, literally just me sitting on a screen. I look like a jackass back then. But literally at the end of this video, I just said, here is what I have to offer. You click the link in the description down below. Boom, it takes you over to a website. It was a $500 offer. And then obviously upsold them into a $1,500 coaching program, which was, again, cheap at the time. But that being said, this video, the one with 94,000 views, funny enough, this one generated me $76,000. That is correct. $76,000 was tracked revenue created from this one singular video alone. But Alex, I don't want to get, I don't know how to get 74,000 views, and I'm not going to get 74,000 views every video. Of course you're not. But the point is, if you get 100,000 views on Instagram, you probably get like not a single sale, not even a single booked call. Like Instagram or TikTok is just shit, okay? I'm being very straightforward with you. Let me give you a better example. This video right here that I posted, if you go over to the latest, 311 views, and I made $1,000 in sales from it. I wasn't selling a high ticket coaching program. Obviously, people get upsold into that. But again, this is a VSL. View every single video as a VSL, and then boom, they buy into it. But again, it's a little bit harder to obviously find the pain points. But let me give you a full example of this. Again, it makes no sense what I'm talking about here, but let me just give you a quick example. So the flagship video, like the main video that people are going to have to watch my channel to understand everything about freaking TikTok Shop, is right here. Complete TikTok Shop affiliate tutorial. So if somebody's never heard of it, you can think of top of funnel, for example, instead of flagship, top of funnel. If somebody just heard about TikTok Shop, they're like, okay, they got some questions in their mind. How do I start TikTok Shop? Like, how do I post content? What products do I do? How do I get an account? Like, because you need 5,000 followers. This video broke down every single problem that they had. How to become a TikTok Shop affiliate. I tried it myself. How to sell on TikTok Shop, how to find winning products. You literally break down every single micro problem that they have, present your solution at the end. And that's what every single video did. Literally presented my solution at the end to further excel your journey, learn more, work one-on-one with me. That's exactly what your content needs to do. And every single video is a VSL. So again, I have people that literally either call me on the phone for 2 minutes, say, hey, just want to make sure you're a real person. I'm going to go ahead and spend $1,000 in your offer right now. Didn't have to get on a sales call. But again, if you want to make $5,000, like, of course, you got to get on the sales calls. But like I said, these prospects are going to be pre-sold before you even hop on the goddamn phone. You don't really have to do much sales objections, because if you're talking about a problem that is super painful to them, such as, let's just say that you're a cold email marketing agency, right? You're going to be sending cold emails for other companies, trying to get them more leads and stuff. Your ideal client is somebody that needs email marketing, that needs more clients. Let's just say how to get more clients through cold email. You literally teach them exactly how to do it. They're going to watch a video. They're going to say, wow, that's really good, but I don't want to do it myself. Boom, there you go. I supposedly have a cold email marketing agency. Book a call down below. There you go. They literally watch the entire process. They know the pain point. Your video explained it perfectly. Your offer is just perfectly packaged at the end. So that's exactly how you do it. And then, the example that I just gave you, literally make a video that teaches people how to do it. And then at the end, whether it be convenience or it be education or it be just whatever that your offer is going to be perfect for them, at the end of the video, you're going to go ahead and give it to them. Prime example, this is the ending of the video. Don't skip off yet. If you're a business owner making at least $5,000 to $10,000 per month and you want to scale to 15, 20, 25, 30, or even $50,000 per month or more with the simple social selling system on YouTube, you don't want to do it yourself. You essentially don't really understand exactly what I'm talking about in full. You want me to break it down for you. You want me to hold your hand through the entire process and help you book more calls, get more leads into your business, and actually get qualified people without you having to do so much conversation or spammy VSL or spammy emails. Book a call down below. That's exactly how this ecosystem works, and that's essentially how it is. And a lot of people try to get on the phone with me. They ask me a ton of questions. But the real question is that everybody asks, how am I sure that you're going to get me high quality people that want to go ahead and pay for me? You guys, are busy business owners sitting on the phone with me right now because of a YouTube video. So what I need you to do is just simply stick to my word, book a call down below, and I'll help you guys out. I've done this for over 15 people. We've helped people go from 5K to 25K per month. The list goes on. And if you want my help, I'll see you guys later.